Favorite scary, creepy moment from wrestling might have to be probably the first time we witnessed Dr. Myers. We had a couple different opportunities with Myers, some casket matches, some stuff with a hearse. So, I mean, that was probably some of the most creepy moments.
Watched or experienced scariest or creepiest moment? I don't really know if it's that scary. It was scary to me. But when the Great Khali was doing the brain squishing thing, the vice grip, I think that's what he was calling it. He was hitting that vice grip, and he did it on Rey Mysterio one time, and he was like squeezing his brain, and his mouth started bleeding, and I started like, oh, this man is gonna die, and they just gonna let him die. So that was one moment. The second moment was probably another moment like that, which was basically the same thing, except Mark Henry and Chris Benoit in a rope. So he was on the middle rope choking him. He didn't hang him or nothing, but he was on the middle rope choking him. Blood started coming out of his mouth. So I was like, oh, he gonna die.
I guess DLC when I fell off the ladder and through the table and broke my back.
Man, I gotta say probably the first Inferno match, like with Kane and Undertaker, where the ropes were on fire and stuff. To this day, it's one of the most crazy things I've ever seen.
I'll have to say probably my favorite scary moment from watching wrestling would have to be that moment when Undertaker started stalking Randy Orton. That moment was legendary.
There was a time I hit my private area on the top rope and I urinated blood for 3 hours.
One time, I had my whole entire lip split open in an Iron Man match, and I had to keep going. It's 30 minutes in, I was puking up fat cells and blood. Kids were puking, mamas was crying, but I won the match.
Meeting you, James Self-Standard.
How was that scary?
Scariest moment of my life is when you walked into my life, James Self-Standard.
To be honest, I never dressed up for Halloween before.
So let's see. I've done the Shield, of course, being a wrestling fan. Every kid's done the Red Rangers, so I had to throw it back to Lightspeed Rescue because that's what was out when I was little. I probably would have went with In Space because I rocked with In Space, or Turbo, because if I did Turbo, I could have been TJ, and that would have worked with the whole skin thing, but that would have been cool. But yeah, mine was pretty basic, Spider-Man, Power Rangers, all that. Same old.
No.
I just do the same one every year, man. Forrest Gump. Works.
I'm probably going to be sharing some pictures of this if I can when I go to edit this, so let's see here. I know one time I dressed up as Ernest P. Worrell. Once upon a time I dressed up as Chuck Norris. And recently, Piccolo from last year, some of y'all remember that. And one of my personal favorite weirdest had to be dressing up as Freddy Krueger Baloney. Yeah, that's awkward.
Looking at mine.
I'm White Mike. Body guy.
Me? I'm unadulterated Tim. I'll show you my
I'm always myself every single day, so why do I need a costume for?
Probably It. The new It.
I'm a real sucker for Friday the 13th. That seems like a real basic answer, but Friday the 13th I just like. Plus it's got the video game, so I can go play the game. I can watch the movie whenever I want to. It's just something about the camp thing, the camp vibe for some reason. There being the water around it and them being stuck, they can't go nowhere. There's something about that I rock with. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Friday the 13th. This is gonna sound real bad. Have you ever seen I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was 2000. It was the one where they were in space. Yes, Jason X. For some reason, I love that movie. I don't know why, but I love it. It's so stupid.
None. I hate horror movies.
Devil's Rejects.
Favorite horror movie? Maybe it would have to be the Nightmare on Elm Street series, especially number 4.
Life.
I like them all. That's what she said.
Chester, South Carolina is my favorite horror movie.
Yeah, that goes clip. Sucked. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, Chester, South Carolina, the worst horror movie ever.
Probably the boogeyman. That dude was just creepy. Eating worms. I mean, I'm a worm. I want him to eat me.
Bray Wyatt's kind of creepy. TJ Boss is kind of creepy. He don't really talk a whole bunch. He just look at you. He big and he mean looking. He bald. Bald people are kind of mean sometimes. Yeah, one of them. One of them two. Me.
Schlack. Deathmatch guy named Schlack is the scariest dude I've ever met in life.
Hands down, The Undertaker, he's the GOAT in my opinion. He's the GOAT and the BOAT. The greatest of all time, the best of all time.
I would say New Jack, Timothy Thatcher, Eddie Kingston, and Joe Black.
For me, it's one man. That's James D. Drake. Because you can talk all the trash you want, but you think you get away, you can't. Because he'll fly there with his big ass ears. And he'll chop you right on sight.
Jackson Sane.
Biggest fear? Ironically, clowns. Even though I watched it, clowns probably, they freak me out. What? There's no clowns anywhere, right? Okay, good. Where? Ah!
Biggest fear? I hate heights. But I jump a lot. Actually, I don't jump that much. Let's go with heights. 'Cause I only go up like once a match. You know, I only got so much I can do off the top rope, so I'm gonna go with heights. I hate heights. I don't really like ride roller coasters and stuff like that. Like I've been on one roller coaster like ever. But I can do water rides. I can do water rides far up as it'll possibly go. But roller coasters for some reason just throw me off. Nothing. I don't fear nothing.
Spiders. And I killed a black widow mid-match tonight. I ain't got no fear, baby.
I freaking hate wasps, hornets, bees, yellow jackets, dirt dogs. But basically, if it flies and has a stinger, I do not want to be around it.
Not getting my money in a timely manner.
You know what mine is? Running out of chili.
Chester, South Carolina is my biggest fear. I hate Chester. I'm done with this. Why am I even doing this? We don't like each other at all.
It's for the spirit of Halloween.
I hate Halloween. Dio de la Muerte. I'm done. I'm going home. I gotta hit a Waffle House. Dia de la Muerte. Dia de la Muerte. It's Halloween.